Welcome to the arena. And this series, the robots go extreme. Only the toughest, meanest, strongest robots will survive the perils of the arena. No machine is safe, as each one will be put through extreme challenges. Who will conquer the arena? And who will cling on to the arena for dear life? Prepare to go extreme.
It's time for Trials and Tribulations in the Robot Rumble. That's right, 8 robots will be taking to the arena. Each round they'll have to navigate themselves through specific obstacles and trials in order to get through to the final. But before we unleash chaos, let's meet our 8 robot warriors.
From Dorking, Splinter.
Splinter is one of the Robot Wars veterans. They've been fighting right from the word go. They've got a lifter and an axe, a very clever combination. They can lift and then penetrate the opposition with that mighty axe. It's like more of a nibbler than an axe, but it gets the work done. Let's see how they do in the arena.
From Carnforth, Nitride.
I've said it many times in the past, but Nitride is the coolest machine in the war zone. Didn't have much luck in the 7th Wars, but in the 6th Wars they got through to the Heat Final, where they lost to that old veteran Cassius II. How will they fare in the Robot Rumble?
From Penzance, Pinch.
Will Pinch be punched? I hope not. It did really well in the 7th Wars. They got through to the 2nd round of the tournament. They do have an incredibly powerful sting to their tail. It's a CO2 flipper, but at 99 kilos, that makes Pinch the lightest robot for the Robot Rumble.
From Rome, Flipper.
A unique selection of weaponry for this tournament. Flipper has the lifting prongs at the front. It's very well made and engineered, this robot. However, for me, it has an incredibly weak defense. There are too many bits that a robot can attack, including the wheels and the side skirts.
From Southampton, Tyrants.
An incredibly powerful gas-powered flipper is housed within Tyrant. It is immense. It also has now the side stream mech arms to help itself right. It's taken good robots to beat this machine, such as Storm 2, Thor 2, and Revolutionist. One to watch for the Robot Rumble.
From Hereford, Exterminator.
Will Exterminator terminate or be terminated? Unfortunately, on 6 previous attempts, it's been the latter, as they've never escaped the heat. This is a very underrated robot, and I pray that Exterminator can do well in this tournament.
From Hampshire, Wild Things.
Now, Wild Things may cause a bit of a problem, because it is a cluster bot. It can split up, and if one half is immobilised, then the other half can continue. But when they split up, they become much lighter. Could this be the downfall and the Achilles heel for Wild Things?
From Bristol, Thor the Second.
But the one to look out for tonight is the mighty axe blower of Thor 2. Twice it's reached the grand final. It's currently ranked number 4 in the Robot Wars world. And as well as having an extremely powerful weapon, the armour is so tough, hardly anything can get through it. And now we can reveal which trial our robots will have to face for round 1. And it's the soccer, it's the return of the robotic soccer tournament. And this is how our robots will line up, head to head, simple knockout. And it's worth noting that both Exterminator and Wild Things have experience. Both have competed in a previous tournament. Wild Things actually came runner-up. So they really have to be the favourites for this. But first, out into the spotlight, it's Splinter versus Pinch. Now, weapons can come into play on each of our trial rounds.
Robot ears, stand by.
And Dead Metal in goal for the house.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Yes, we think the Scorpion of Dead Metal and his pincers make for an excellent goalkeeper. As Splinter now comes in, it's the simple, straightforward, the golden goal First one in, they go through to the next round. And with the added addition that we can use weapons, it's going to be interesting here. Pinch bow, I think, is brilliant. Very, very good design for this. As you can see here, it's using its little pinches, its crushing claws very well to hog the ball. I don't think hogging is meant to be allowed, but it bounces off dead metal and can Pinch get into the goal? Yes, it can! 1-0 to Pinch. Splinter didn't really do much. Well, there we can see Pinch goes through to round 2. And next up, oh, it's Tyrant against Wild Things. This will be interesting because remember, Wild Things can split up. It's the cluster bot. But Tyrant can use its weapon. And will Tyrant be able to tackle 2 robots?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Okay, so we've got Wild Thing. There's the split straight away, you can see. But Tyrant, of course, has the mighty flipper. It can come into play. There's the ball there. Oh, look at this tackle. It's a tackle there from one of the twins of Wild Things. As Tyrant very graciously self-rights. As Dead Metal there coming in, our goalkeeper. Oh dear, what do you call that? Tackle from underneath. Away for Wild Thing to come back after that. Oh, and the ball, goodness me, goes flying into the crowd. And again, look at this, it's ricocheting off the walls, the barriers, and the little Wild Things is now left to defend the team, to take one for the team, as Tyrant now comes in and Dead Metal. Oh, that's a great save from the house robot there. But what can Wild Things do here now? One of them's just, well, it's on the sub bench. It's not even in the arena. Well, what a self-righting technique here. Look at this Wild Thing. Whoa, up and over we go. That was a great tackle from Tyrant there. Look at this. Whoa, up and over we go. And they managed to get back up, Wild Things. Oh, and has it got in? Oh, goodness me, it's come back off Dead Metal. Dead Metal, where were you? Tyrant. Now then, I think that went in. Tyrant continues to annihilate its opposition. Well, and Tyrant takes its frustration out on the goal. Now, did this go in? I think we've got some controversy here. I think that slipped over the line. I think that was just over the line. I really do. I think Wild Thing will go through. The judges are deliberating for this because look at that. Dead Metal didn't even see it. It was so fast. I think that went over the line. I think Wild Thing will win this. As you can see, Dead Metal also in a state of fury. Oh, I was completely wrong. Completely wrong on that one. Oh dear me, well, what a shame. However, Tyrant, as entertaining as it was, goes through. I think we need a substitute goalkeeper. I think Dead Metal needs to keep an eye on things in the arena as Exterminator fights off next against Flippala.
Roboteers, stand by.
Another interesting bout here.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Now, Flipple is very clever design because it could potentially get hold of the football and just hoist it into the air. An Exterminator won't have a chance to get hold of possession. He won't have any possession at all if Flipper can use this clever tactic, this clever device. Oh, and we can see it. Oh, well, that was brilliant. Brilliant. Well, mind readers, as Dead Metal there looks on. He is looking on this time. There's no foul play, I don't think, at the moment. Although Exterminator is defending, is trying to get hold of the ball. A tackle. We need a tackle here from Exterminator. And Flipper has let go of the football. Going towards the house robots there as Exterminator attacks Dead Metal. Well, Dead Metal's not going to like that. The ball! Oh, it's a great save from Dead Metal there, as you can see as it comes in. They're getting all the close-up gory details here. Who is going to win this? It's very even at the moment. I think Flipper is just about on top here, using its skill. As you can see there, again, using the prongs to hold it, hogging the ball again. Oh, and it's all messy, and the Exterminator's gone into the goal. That won't count, Exterminator. You need to get the ball into the goal yourself, as it tries so hard. Oh, it's great defending here by Exterminator. Dead Metal sort of leaving them to it. Oh, and it's got in. It's just sneaked in from Exterminator. Oh, goodness me. And Flipper, well, trying to attack the goal. It's not going to work though because you're out. It was all very messy, but Exterminator ended it and terminating Flipper. So that's how it looks on paper, and our last head-to-head match It's Thor 2, the favourites for tonight, against Nitride, who could pose a threat here for Thor 2 with its unique lifting ability. I'm sure it will come into play as they stand ready to play. And in the arena, of course, is Dead Metal,
Robotics, stand by.
who acts as goalkeeper.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Well, it's been a very, very peaceful night for RefBot. The referee hasn't had to come in and give anyone a yellow or red card as of yet, as Thor 2 now comes in, and it can actually use its axe to grapple and pin down the football as it goes very close towards the goal. Goodness me, Dead Metal gives it a little kick from the back. Great goalkeeping there from the House Robots as Nitride now comes in. Again, another unique weapon system here. It can lift the football, and another slam from Thor 2 as it gets stuck into the corner there. Certainly at the moment Thor has the more possession, so if it does go to a judge's decision, they will probably win this, judging from what we've just seen so far. Oh, but Nitride very close, but no, it's ended. Thor wins. Oh, don't think that's allowed. Goodness me, Nitride out of the competition. Thor 2 go through to the next trial. It's a shame we've lost while things are such an early stage. I think there could have been a real threat, but we've got Pinch, Tyrant, Exterminator and Thor 2 through to round 2, which is the Pinball Warrior Tournament is back again, and here we go. It's as simple as this. You need to score as many points as you can. 4 robots, our 4 surviving robots, will be next in the arena for the trial, and here it is now. To gain points, those 2 spikes place onto the floor flipper and flip them is 40 points. Then you can either smash down the spike pyramid there, go over the seesaw for 20 points, hit the silver sphere into the pit, that's another 20, kill a lot guards at 50 targets, hit over the cones for 5 points each. The barrels hit the bricks into the pit, and that's 25 points per brick. So that's really where the competitors need to aim. Through the spike door, that's 30 points. There are more barrels, and the multi-ball option, 10 points to release and 5 points for each ball that ends up in the pit. And very careful driving needed for this. Up the ramp and just touch the target for 50 points. First, it's Pinch.
Robotics, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Now remember, weapons are allowed as each robot has 1 minute to complete the course. Pinch going for the spikes. Then it needs to place them onto the floor flipper and flip. And of course, flips, right? Those spikes could well and truly get the barrels, so that'll be extra points. So it's a very good tactic trying to do that. They're both on. Oh no, they've gone out the arena. However, it's 40 points for completing the challenge. Goodness. Well, the sting in the tail. Not so much a sting or a tail anymore as the flipper gets ripped off. I don't even know how that happened. But there you can see more obstacles topple. 5 points each, I think, has been achieved there. Trying to get the ball into the highlighted pit there in the bottom left of your picture. Need to avoid Kilolot as well. Kilolot can't go out of the CPZ though. They need to hurry up along here. A minute is nearly up. Pinch now and really need points on the board. Oh, goodness me, they're too slow for this, I think. Oh, go on, if you get them into the pit, that's another. Great! That's very good tactic there. And really where all the points are, they need to get to the second half of the zone of the arena. They did well there. With seconds to spare, that could have been a disaster. But look, yes, you got 40 points, but none of the spikes headed into the arena. 5 points in and more points tumble into the pit. This is a good ending for Pinch. How many points in total? Well, 180, that's modest. I mean, considering they didn't do a lot there. However, we've got Exterminator next. I think really Pinch could have done with more points there. They needed to be faster. Exterminator is next, and they are a fast machine. This will be interesting.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. activate.
So will they go for the seesaw option? Will they go for the floor flipper? Yes, they're going for the seesaw option now, as you can see. Great, that's 20 points confirmed already. Now, are they going for the ball? No, they're going to attack Kilolot. If you just reverse and get past Kilolot, that's 50 points. It's one of the biggest targets in the arena here at the moment. They've been lifted, though. That could have been disaster, really, for Exterminator. They've been flipped. It would have been a crucial time that they do not have. The cones toppled, that's 5 points for each cone knocked on its sides. There you go, the bricks just screaming to be pushed into the pit. That's a heftier number of points there. But they need to get past here, the spike zone. I don't think they've done it. So that'll be 30 points for clearing the spike obstacle and smashing in towards the barrels. Well, that's always a worthy tactic, very easy to do if you can get past and through the spike option. Now, Exterminator needs to avoid. It's got to the multi-ball option there. It's missed it completely. I don't know why have they chosen to avoid the multi-ball option, and they've just... Oh, goodness me. They've knocked the ramp out of the way. Oh, if that just needs to fall out the arena, it's not done. That was easy peasy for Exterminator. They've just avoided so many points there. You can see in the top of your corner, top of your picture, they hit into the seesaw. The cones and bricks toppled, that's vital points. Then the barrels in the second half of the arena. I think they've done very well here, but they've not attempted the multi-ball option, which was a real crucial blow. They've got 155 points. Well, I think they did more than Pinch. I'm surprised at that. Pinch still leads. All Exterminator needed to do was hit that 50 target, and they didn't. That could be costly.
Roboties, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
But here comes Thor, very speedy in manoeuvre around the arena and very strong. Look, they're already in the second half of the arena, but they're going back towards the Kilolot zone to try and get that 50. Oh, what a great manoeuvre! Behind Sir Kilolot, and they've got the 50. That's a great start for Thor 2. Very experienced. They outmaneuver Kilolot graciously. That was a great manoeuvre. As they come towards the barrels, more barrels tumble and more bricks. This is a great run here from Thor. Oh, don't end it by driving in the pit. That's all we need. The experience here shows Thor, one of the best robots in the wars so far. As they go towards the barrel, they've gone out! Oh, what's gone on there? Thor started so well and they've lost complete control. Oh, they've completely misjudged that. Well, they did so well to start. You wouldn't think it's like a game of two halves here, and they didn't put on the brakes and out they went. But having said that, they did get the 50 points from doing that in the end up there. 280 points. Well, that's 100 more than the leader, the top at the moment, which is Pinch. Oh, it ended dramatically, but I thought we were in for a shock there, because Thor, I think, are the favourites at the moment. 280 points, they lead, and last in the arena, it's Tyrants, as the cameras await the final run of the Pinball Warrior Tournament. Here we go.
Roboties, stand by.
Can we see any more shocks here with Tyrants? I hope not.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The flipper, I think, will help here. Obviously, you can use your weapons in the trial rounds. As Tyrant now, it's being very cagey and slow here. It's going for the flipper here, the flipper option. Remember, it's 40 points for a flip. Ah, there we go, more points on the board. Now then, they need this other spike on towards the flipper. It's been very, very slow about this Tyrant. I think we'll just move on. I just move on. You're wasting too much time here. No, they're both on the floor. Flip. Oh, that's brilliant! Oh, what timing! Look, one hits the barrels and the other set of barrels go as well. You couldn't have timed that any better. Tyrants, well, it might have took time to do it, but they did it in the end, and it's paid off, because that will help them with the final score. As more barrels tumble, more cones. They're going towards the multi-ball option. There we can see they just need to hit it. That's it. Just hit it, Tyrants. It's gone. There we go. 10 points now for each ball that go into the pit. That'll be another 5 points a ball. They've done really well here, Tyrant. They just need to get back and hit those bricks. They're just screaming to be hit. 50 points again. 10 seconds on the clock. We just need more bricks into the pits. I think they've already accomplished. I think they'll be going through to the next round anyway. There we can see, and just to confirm it, that's at least another 100 points. What a run. Well, this was the highlight. That was special. That was probably one of my favourite moments of the whole series so far. It cleared most of the first zone of the arena, then the multi-ball option. I don't think any balls went into the pit, but it's another 10 points, which will help. Then the 50 controls this time, unlike Thor, and then the bricks towards the end. This will be interesting. How many points did Tyrant get in total? It's 280, so they will join Thor. Oh, and what a shame we say goodbye to Exterminator. They just felt so lazy and slow. And because of that, Pinch will go through. Unfortunately, we say goodbye to Exterminator, but that was a great round. However, round 3 is Sumo Basho. Each robot will be against Shunt. They have to survive in for a minute. And remember, weapons are allowed. So, this will be interesting. First to face Shunt will be Pinch. It's trying to devise a tactic and get to the side of Shunt because Shunt has incredible pushing and pulling power.
Roboties, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
So, to the left, get to the side of Shunt. Shunt, of course, can use his axe. Can Pinch get those claws into good use? Oh, goodness me, that was dreadful. Oh, Pinch, you should have lasted longer than that. I don't think the tactics worked. Of course, the tactics were to get round the side of Shunt, but Shunt, so much power in that machine, and the shovel ended it. Only 7 seconds. Thor is next in the arena, and can they do any better?
Roboties, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Now, axes to axes, dust to dust. Who will be going home to rust? At the moment, Thor 2 is doing very well here with the axe. Trying to get dead on against Shunt is not a good tactic. They need to go down. They're very manoeuvrable, you see, Thor, which is why Shunt, I think, is struggling here at the moment. There we go, the side attack. Oh, and they just skirted oblivion there in the Sumo Basho arena there. And again, Thor doing very well. Oh, well, they're off. Well, they've already done more than Pinch, I imagine. Very well driven Thor. They've compensated and made up for the last round where they flew out the arena. This was the highlight, but Shunt getting its own back and out. It's as simple as that. But they've done enough. 25 seconds for Thor 2. Now, Tyrant is going to have a disaster for Pinch to get through. Pinch on the edge here now, as Tyrant makes its way into the Sumo arena.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Now with Tyrant's flipper, this could be interesting. I don't think Shunt's ground clearance at the sides is lower than Tyrant's. Just needs the flip! And it's worked beautifully. The flip from Tyrant, crucial. And one more, that'll be it. Shunt out. Shunt's out, and Tyrant will end up on top. That was great. Look at this. The flip did it. The house robot upended, cannot self-right from there, and Tyrant just needed the one flip, final flip, and Shunt is humiliated. That is great to see. Shunt on its back. Tyrant will win. 14.97 seconds. They complete the Sumo Basho challenge. Pinch has been punched and will go out of the competition. It's been great to see Pinch perform. But what is the next round? It's the arena. The last round, head to head. We had to have the final battle. It's Tyrant versus Thor. Grudge match here. More on that in a minute. But their road to the final has been magnificent. Thor, of course, progressed, beating Nitride, and then, despite kamikazing out of the arena, they made enough points, they hit the targets to get through, which was great to see. That was brilliant. And then they lasted in the Sumo Basho arena long enough against Shunt to earn its place in the heat final. Such a good robot. This was the robot to watch throughout this tournament. It's currently ranked 4th in the Robot Wars world, with 5 previous tournaments under its belt. One to watch. But I think Tyrant's reach to the final has been a lot more entertaining. With its first fight against Wild Thing with the soccer, And then look at this skill. More luck than judgment, I think, but it was great to see, and of course that led them through to the Sumo Basho round, where of course they humiliated Shunt. Shunt hasn't been flipped like that for a very long time, and Tyrants took the advantage and earned its place in tonight's Heat Final. Very unlucky in the past for Tyrants to have lost to the likes of Thor 2, Revolutionist and Storm. It comes back, could it go one better and win the Robot Rumble? Because I have to say, this is a grudge match from the 6th Wars. And this is the story. Tyrant was humiliated. It wasn't by Thor, it was by Matilda in the Heat Final of Series 6. The flip was final and Thor went through. Could revenge be sweet here as Matilda patrols and back to cause chaos? It's the return of Sergeant Bash. He patrols in the arena. Do not get in his way as he fires up his flamethrower.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Well, it's the 4th and final round. Who will be crowned the Robot Rumble champion? This is all to play for on the evidence of course, past encounters. You have to go for Thor. The experience, of course, is with Thor. But one flip is all it takes as it slams in towards the button and it's activated the Rogue Robot. Now, who is going to come out? Oh, it's Sergeant Bash coming out to torment and twist and turn and grind metal. And at the moment, we can see the close-up details of all the damage caused, and that is crucial. The crucial blow from the house robot is ended with Thor with no wheel, and that is absolute chaos. Oh goodness me, it's happened again in towards the house robots. Matilda's flywheel is ripped off. If I'm honest, what has Tyrant done here? It's been Sergeant Bash and Matilda who have annihilated Thor. This is unprecedented. And a flip, and without the axe, Thor cannot self-right. With the help of the house, a massive help from the house robots, has led Thor in absolute carnage. It's just in pieces, and out goes the axe. Well, there's no chance of Thor winning now, as Refbot comes in to signal the end of Thor. Revenge is sweet, as Refbot counts out a crippled-looking Thor. Look at this, Matilda has had her way again with the flip. Well, the tables have turned, the house robots have got their own back, and Sergeant Bash first, well, delivered the crucial blow, activated the rogue robots, and the house always wins as Sergeant Bash torches Thor, and the flip is final. Look at this. This is about as extreme as you can get. I have not seen Thor cripple like this for a long time. The house robots have been bullies. They have teamed up. Tyrant. This was the killer blow. After the wheel went, that was it. The sergeant, as nasty as he always has been in the past. And then Matilda did the damage. Yes, Tyrant flipped Thor over, but they didn't really contribute much else. Having said that, the credit for Tyrant throughout this Robot Rumble you've got to give, because they have been such fun and entertainment throughout. They deserve this win. Unlucky for Thor, they come second with the final flip from our matriarch of mayhem, Matilda. Tyrants victorious. They take home the Robot Rumble trophy, and a well-deserved win it was.